This will consist of content from Volume 8, Chapters 77 to 85, Volume 9, Chapter 86, 91 to 94, and 96. How did Tota and Yukihime meet? Tota was raised by her from birth, giving him her blood, making him a vampire like her. Although that's not the source of his immortality, that's thanks to the power he inherited via the magic Erba, holding the White of Mars from Asuna, erasing magic, and the Black of Venus from Negi, devouring magic. After having entered a tournament, after being told he's not needed, leaving the base unauthorized, and eventually finds out he's a clone from his clone relative Cutlass, losing a fight and eye to her, accepting her challenge, entering the tournament. In Chapter 77 of Volume 8, after a match, Tota meets Yukihime by coincidence, scolding him as Tota lets loose on her, questioning her reasons for even caring for him. Yukihime about to slap him. Dana, the Witch of the Rift, a noble vampire, stops her, and Dana puts Tota out of commission. In Dana's domain, Tota wakes up wandering around to see a mysterious girl trying to kill a sleeping Dana, and failing. Dana tells Tota she raised Yukihime after making the girl disappear. Waking up after a day of training in Dana's bed as the girl, who will now be referred to as Kitty, appears, expecting Dana. Demanding to know where Dana is, Tota realizes she's speaking his language now since she wasn't before, calling her by the name Evangelion McDowell as she questions why he knows her name. Passing out from lack of nutrition, Tota goes to get her food, but instead she goes for his blood, being a vampire herself. Revealing her age to be 16, she then leaves, disappearing around the corner. Training, Tota is confronted by Kitty, asking him for his arm, helping him to control his two conflicting abilities, explaining that's the reason he can't use magic currently, making Tota feel even more like a defective and cheap imitation of Negi. Kitty helps him understand the meaning of his training given to him by Dana, and advises he splits the black and white power, fast forwarding his progress, appearing again later to give him a break, and shows off her dance skills with Cha-Cha Zero. After talking, Kitty tells Tota she can't help but think about Tota's homunculus heritage, but states that won't change how she feels about him, revealing she has issues with people and likes dolls because they can't lie to her. Willing to train him in ki and magic control, showing results. Tota wanders to find her sleeping on a ledge crying one day. Tota touches her, seeing her memories both happy and sad as her life progressed. Upset to find this out, Kitty fights to get away from Tota, but he catches up. Kitty finally asks the question why Tota cares about her, and he says, "Because I love you," and that he wants to repay her for everything he's done for her. Dana appears, calling Kitty an illusion, one she's going to send home now. Tota steps in, using his new control to obliterate Dana. Kitty inquires about how he did that, but Tota answers it just happened, apologizing for mistaking her for someone else in terms of the love confession, but he still wants to help her. Thinking about what Dana said, asking him to help her by killing her, he rejects that request, telling her that her future is filled with blue skies awaiting her. Their next meeting is after the Dana conflict and Tota's graduation, sparring with her many dolls afterwards, preparing tea and snacks. Hearing the bell ring, Kitty must leave and promises to set it up earlier next time, telling Tota not to keep her waiting. Committing to that promise, they have a feast. Kitty thanks Tota for saving her from wanting to die. Kitty explains that the time time they spend together is always brief before Dana wakes up. In the rift, time for them is different, and the last time they met from today was 8 years for her. Ever since she was given hope, she's been studying, learning, and even experienced days full of bright blue skies and happiness. The next time will be 40 years for her, asking Tota to rub her head before leaving, awaiting their next meeting. The next day, Tota sees a message left by Kitty telling him to meet her in 287 years, which is 4 mornings for him. In chapter 92 to 94, coming back from their trial, Tota and the gang are back at Dana's place, seeing what seems to be Kitty, but it's just Dana playing a trick on Tota, telling Tota it's been 287 years, so Kitty likely forgot about him and their promise, revealing 287 years for an immortal isn't a short time. Memories fade, hearts and circumstances change. Tota says he's okay with not meeting her then, hoping for the best. Satisfied with his answer, Dana conjures a time observation window to see her from 450 years ago, now adorning a depressing face as she's attacked, but the attacker fails. Tota sees she's not looking forward to the future breaking through the mirror. Confronting Kitty, who's forgotten his face before hearing him call her name. Trying to run away in failure, she tells Tota that she's seen the blue skies, which kept her moving forward. The area starts to break down from his reckless actions, thanking him for seeing her again, feeling happier than she has in hundreds of years. Knowing nothing of Tota's Yukihime, as she's a specter of Yukihime's past, acknowledging the many she's killed, she tells him to leave or he'll die in this space, as Dana pulls him out immediately. In chapter 96, back at the base, he confesses to Yukihime proposing. In private, she says to herself Tota's 500 years late, meaning she remembers everything. Further proven by chapter 147. This is a story of how they met outside of his birth. If you like this video, you know what to do. This is an experiment to see if Yukiholder content outside of reviews is going to succeed on this channel. So please comment, like, do all that good stuff. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you believe I could do better, then provide examples, music, or resources while be constructive at the same time. Have a good day.